Hypoxia's link to cancer. In this video, you will discover some eye-widening understanding of what promotes cancer metastasis, the proliferation and angiogenesis, and why hypoxia is so dangerous. You will understand how it promotes cancers, inflammation, and makes you weak and tired. And almost no one will tell you about this. Interaction of diet and lifestyle on cancer promotion and reversal. As we go through the many different influences on cancer, we'll study and look at each one separately. In this video, we'll look at hypoxia and acid-base balance. You might be asking, what exactly is hypoxia anyway? Hypoxia means without oxygen. And cancer cells like an environment without oxygen. It stimulates their growth and proliferation. And you may also ask that, well, when I breathe, doesn't that bring oxygen to my body and tissues? That's kind of a yes and no answer. It should, but if you have some state of poor circulation or vascular occlusions, which is narrowing of the blood vessels, as kind of what happens in diabetes, blood with the oxygen will not get through the tiniest of vessels to your extremities or other parts of the tissue. Therefore, no oxygen gets to them. As well, edema or fluid accumulation outside of your cells can also reduce oxygen delivery to the cells. The edema and the fluid pushes down on these small vessels, preventing the oxygen from getting through. There are other things as well. Elevated body fat can do the same sort of thing and compress the tiny vessels, and smoking can also contribute to this situation and reduce circulation to some parts of your tissues. And what do some of the research papers say about hypoxia and cancer? Let's take a look now. This paper, entitled "The Role of Hypoxia Inducible Factor in Tumor Metabolism, Growth, and Invasion," they stated oxygen deprivation leading to hypoxia is a common feature of solid tumors. Hypoxia drives the multiple cell functions such as angiogenesis, metabolism, invasion, and so on. Therefore, hypoxia, or no oxygen, promotes cancer growth, angiogenesis, invasion, and metastasis, and ultimately cell death. This paper, entitled "Tumor Hypoxia Induces a Metabolic Shift Causing Acidosis," which is a common feature in cancer. What did they summarize and state? In addition to oncogene activation and transformation, hypoxia is responsible for reducing acidosis through a shift in cellular metabolism that generates a high acid load in the tumor microenvironment. And again, tumors like a low oxygen environment, and they also like an acidic environment. So hypoxia leads to acidosis that leads to increased cancer growth and metastasis. In this paper, they stated that hypoxia induces genes associated with numerous physiological and pathological processes that induce tumorigenesis, vascular remodeling, and inflammation. Ultimately, hypoxia leads to tissue damage. As you can see from those papers, low oxygen environments creating acidosis is unhealthy. And when there's reduced oxygen to your tissues, your cells will still produce energy, but is very inefficient. You feel this as low energy, fatigue, and weakness. And your metabolism shifts to a different state, and it now produces more acids, and thus creates a more acidic environment, which cancers love. So, how do you get rid of hypoxia? If you smoke, you really should stop smoking. You can release body fat with a structured body composition program, and a simple BIA test can measure whether or not you're losing fat or muscle or fluids. And again, a structured body composition program is ideal for losing the right type of weight. You can reduce sources of vascular inflammation, such as improving blood sugar management and insulin management, and some of the videos in this series will explain how to do this. You can reduce immune activation, inflammation, and so on. You can reduce fluid accumulation, edema, and toxicity by following a structured intestinal and detoxification optimization program. And we can help you do this, so please ask our staff for guidelines and helpful summary sheets. And very importantly, you can improve your circulation and deliver more oxygen to your tissues by moving forward. So a question for you: can you move more for fun, for purpose, for joy, and socialization? You see, this is going to bring more oxygen to your tissues. That's going to allow you to make more energy in a more efficient way, and it ultimately improves your energy. But also, bringing more oxygen to the tissue creates an environment that cancer cells don't like, and it shifts your metabolism away from that acid environment. So movement can be wonderful. So have more fun. In summary, hypoxic conditions stimulate many aspects of cancer growth and development. It promotes inflammation and creates an acidic environment which cancer cells love. Reduced oxygen to your tissues makes us feel weak and tired, and it can lead to tissue damage. Don't smoke, move more, eat more fruits and vegetables with a high phytonutrient content, and enjoy movement more. Have more fun. In the next video, you'll explore how estrogens contribute to cancer. This will help you better address the root cause of cancer and chronic diseases. As cancer affects so many family and friends, please help them and forward this video on. Thank you.